Hello and welcome back to the Midwest. It is Transport Fever 2. We are back. We've got a lot to do today. Absolutely tons. So we're not going to be messing around with an intro, and I have not turned that off. Now, we're in 1928. What do we have to do today? A lot. We've got issues with our public transport. I mean, they're good issues to have. A slight bit of overcrowding. We've still got old buses. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but this is looking like a tram line straight down here. That would give us an awful lot of throughput for our citizens. Everything's busy. We've still got to upgrade these. Now, remember early on we learned that sending these into the depot will save us quite a bit of cash, especially if we're going to be keeping the same wagons on the back. So then all we've got to do is replace the loco on the front. This section here, it's going to get a little bit busy, isn't it? So we're going to have to rework that today. We've also got to... Where's our train? Where's our... here we go. This is perfect timing. He's just pulling in here. Let's see the state of play before we get going on our lines balances. We can extend this as well. There we go. Our lines are making decent money. Our biggest earner is obviously the logging line. Oh, I will say, I created a hard mode version of this. You can't start like this and do a mainline. Not quite. I've sort of got a mainline going, but good night was it difficult. It was absolutely terrible to start with. Two starts I made on this map on hard mode. Both failed miserably. Third time lucky. Got it. And I even got the achievement. And it was the trucking achievement. For no trains. Yeah, trains are possible, but you need a bit of funds to get going. But we're not interested in that, are we? We're interested in this one. And we are going to duplicate this train, hopefully. We should be able to afford it. Get in there. Right, that's left us with 10 million still. We have 0 on our loans. How's our headquarters? We've got a score of 9. If you hover over this, it does actually say how that score is arrived at. We got 6 points for our company value. We have 1 point for having a fast vehicle. Beyond that, I don't know what it means. And 2 points for having a very long vehicle. So, not bad. What has that done for our HQ? I think it's still the same. Still the same. It looks wonderful. I do like it. Anyway, we've got the first bit done. We've got a new train on. It's going to be needed because we can't keep up. The reason I waited for this train to get up to here and start its way back is because we've got to come down here and around. One of our rules is we only use this depot. Now, it could have been placed better, possibly. We don't mind. We don't mind. I mean, now we have to work with it. We're not going to delete it. We're going to live with our choices. So what do you reckon, guys? Should we attempt to get a tram running down here? Let's do it. I know some of you would like to look at how trams are. So we're going to electrify our streets and get this working. I think it will be all right. You can electrify your existing bus stops or bus stations. Well, that's nice. As long as we do all of that, I don't know how we're going to get in here. We'll figure out a way. Probably at this end, right? It looks like this could be an access of sorts for our tram services. Here we go, tram depot. If we slot it in there, it looks kind of nice. If you want to live next to the tram depot, that's entirely your choice. Get in. Now we can get trams on here. The reason I've put that in is if you go to manage vehicles and we try to turn them into trams, you can't. We do have trams, don't we, after all that? I'm pretty sure we do. What are our trams? Oh yes, look. We've got a lovely Peter Witt streetcar. 22 miles an hour and a capacity of 20 compared to our buses, which have a capacity of 9. Same top speed, but much better throughput on a capacity. So what I want to do first is change this. This is now going to be called, is this the right one? That's Minneapolis. We're in Grand Rapids. Let's get the eye on. This one here, Grand Rapids Industrial Line. We're going to rename this. Talking of renaming, I've made a bit of a boo-boo, didn't I, with one of these lines up here. You've been telling me for several episodes we are going to change those. Yeah, we're going to change this. It's going to be... We're going to have it a dark blue. I like that. And we're going to put a vehicle on there. Wait, get to the line manager and we'll change the name so we know what we're doing. And so that we can only see it. There we go. Grand Rapids Metro. That's what we're calling it now. It's been upgraded. I would call it an upgrade, wouldn't you? Definitely. I want to merge in our trams so that we don't lose any passengers from the existing stops. Okay, don't clone all vehicles. That is the worst thing I could do. Get this, buy vehicle, get a tram on. I know it's a little bit awkward at the moment. Get you on that line. There we go. Now that he's on there, we should be able to safely get rid of all the buses. Hopefully we can find them with none on and sell them. There we go. We got 13.7 million. It's not too bad at all. By the time you get round here, they should have no people on and we can get rid of them. They might like these a bit better. Already 3 people on. That's brilliant. No, you refuse to get off. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? It's fine. What about this one? No one. You know what? You're going to be... I don't know. Just get out there. Let's duplicate this. Hopefully that's an easy thing to do. We can colour them in a second. We should have a lot less buses. There we go. There's no one on that one. Get rid of that. Trams. We've got to look at them, haven't we? I do want to colour them. I want to colour them all this colour. So if we do that, I like them all blue. Oh, that looks wonderful. I love the sound of trams. Probably from living in Sheffield in the UK. And the lights look cool. There we go. We're getting trams in, guys, finally. How are we doing here? Can we get rid of some more buses? It's a little bit of a changeover, probably a little excessive as well. I'm used to playing hard mode on this map, and you have to be very careful. Otherwise you can plunge into debt and it's game over. Here's the traffic issues already. We're going to have to increase the throughput of this junction, aren't we? Or these. I guess you could call it a junction, this entire section. It's going to have to be a lot better than what it is. Otherwise we're going to be tripping over ourselves. How many of these did I put on? I can't remember. Grand Rapids. We do have 2. Brilliant. Are they using them? Yeah, 76 of 76. That's ace. And only 6 left at the... It's about right. That's lovely. We can upgrade these as well. Someone did ask. And we can get barriers over. There you go. So you don't have to do anything too fancy. You can just upgrade them. I would love to be able to upgrade signals like that because we've got new signals too. Still can't upgrade them via here. A little bit of a shame. If we go into the train menu, what we have are these. So we can delete this one and then switch back to that. It's unfortunate you can't just upgrade them. Maybe one day. Maybe they'll add it. They do look nice. I didn't put too many signals in so that upgrading isn't too bad. Okay, we'll leave that as is. Now then, now that we've got our trams going, we need to start getting rid of these buses. That's fine. We're allowed to delete one person. Oh no, I've let one go. I've let one go. Get rid of this one, quick. Right. We need to duplicate another tram, don't we? 3's probably not going to cut it. If we go to manage vehicle and duplicate him, he'll be nice and blue and come out the depot here. The depot does look cool. I like that. There he goes. We've got another new tram. That should get us more people at this train station. However, we've already noticed we're sort of running to the max there, aren't we? Right, where's this bus? I might just delete this bus. Oh, I don't know. He's full at the moment. Maybe we can catch him when he gets around there. Let's fast forward it. We're trying to save up a bit of money. We've got some junction work to do, like I said. And that's going to cost us a bit for what I've got planned. So we're just getting that up. We should be on a decent profit. Now, can I time this right? Drop all those people off. Hopefully they don't all disembark at once. There we go. There we go. Get him. Only one person got deleted. I'll take it. Now, we're probably going to need another one of these. I'm going to say 4. And then we'll leave it like that and see how they cope. I think they're gonna eat all of these people because that bus stop is getting a little bit crazy. That's now a tram stop. Yeah, there's the problem. Because there was a bit of a backlog, this stop before it, up there, down the road, through downtown, we're going to call it downtown in Grand Rapids, that bus was picking up people who were going probably to the station or beyond. There's another stop up there, you see, that's suffering the same thing. And no one was getting off here, so these people were having a bit of an issue as the tram was full, as it was coming by. However, we might be okay now. We've got a bit of a bunch up. They will spread out a little bit, and then that should sort our busing through there. Our tramming. That's not a word. But anyway, this situation here, this will change as the same thing's happening. Everybody's trying to get from here to here, or a lot of people are, and so you get in the same issue. It kind of goes all the way down where the buses are full as they come through. However, if we extend the train all the way to Bloomington down there, that is going to save us quite a bit of throughput on passengers heading through Minneapolis. Now, how's this looking? We might need to increase stuff. Our tools are just going to sit there. That's fine. We want to take them as fast as possible once the trains drop them off. Oh, that looks terrible. Can we upgrade those roads? Not very nice, does it at all? It's easy enough done. We want country roads. If we do that and that. Oh, that's beautiful. There we go. Now it looks better. We could do the same here, couldn't we? Well, we could do the same all the way down. Why not? Otherwise I'll forget. And then we'll get faster trucks and we won't be able to make full use out of them. Oh, we don't have trucks on here anymore, do we? That's alright. We'll put it there. Oh, you can't put it there though. Oh, I know what we could use. It's not over. There we go. We could use this one, I think. If we hold shift, we should be able to just do it there. There we go. That works. Oh, I love the grass on here. This train isn't keeping up any longer, is it? You're not keeping up. You're taking 96, and that would be because we are maximum now. But we're only transporting how much? If we take a look at the line rates, we are currently at a rate of 321. We've got to get this up to 400, otherwise we're not going to be shifting everything. So what we could do, since our depot's over there, we're going to have to pay through the nose for this one. And we're going to have to replace the whole train. That's fine. We don't have any shunters, actual shunters yet, do we? No. And we're going to keep with shunters, which is the 10-wheeler for us now. It's absolutely not. But our purposes, it is. We're going to get you on. You currently got 8 on. If we put 9 on, maybe 10? We might be able to get away with 10. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Will that be too much? Mediocre, we don't really care about that. It's going to cost us 2 million, unfortunately. But we'll do it. And we'll put that on. And we'll see what sort of rate we can get. If that says, wow. Talk about nail it. 401. We'll see if that actually does it. And we need to get these logging trains up as well. Where are they? Over there somewhere. Because they're supposed to be reading 400. But we can replace the trains on those. We're going to have to do those shortly. But there's no point doing it if they're all going to be stuck here. So it's time to quadruple track this junction. Yeah, we've got enough money. And this should help us a great deal. We're going to have outside... No, catenary. This is going to have outside tracks as freight for this section. And then the inside tracks as... We might need to redo these sections as well. The inside tracks as passenger and possibly express freight. And then that should do us. We might need to redo this junction as well. I don't know. Because we've got some things that are on a slight gradient that could make it look terrible. Functionality wise, it will be fine. But visual, aesthetically pleasing, it will not be. And I like it to be aesthetically pleasing as well as functional, especially when it's not hard mode. Okay, so first things first, we need to sort out this junction, and I don't want it to be like that. It's going to be a little tough. Yep, you're not going to be happy, but it should be fine when we're done, he says. If we keep this section straight, where we're going to be doing the flat, where we're going to be doing the junction work, We should be right. Since this is the passenger line, you see, we're going to be heading that way. I'm going to take this all the way back as well. Give us a little bit of room to work with. And then we can adjust it as necessary. Don't connect. Right, we're done. No, we're not. Let's continue this through. We are going to have freight coming through here too. So this one is going to go that way. This will all be flat now. It's going to be awkward for this section. However, I have a plan for this train to not cross all 4 tracks. And since we're raised up a little way up here, I'd like us to go straight and then down and over the top. I know, probably a little excessive, but I think we can afford it, and it'll be a little bit of fun. And then we shouldn't need to worry about it after that point. And we're just going to delete it all the way back here, all the way back. There we go. It's a major job, this, absolutely. Now we can get rid of this section. We're not going to need it any longer because we're going to get our trains across via this track here. So this isn't going to be there. I'm going to take this up to there, should do. So this track is going to be heading up. That will be absolutely fine. I would like it to be quicker, but I mean, it shouldn't matter too much. We're going to be slowing down technically anyway. That's going to be going that way. And then if we try and figure this out, we'll be about there. I want that to head up that way. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad. If it does look too bad, then this bit isn't straight. It's not bad. It's not bad. We'll take it, right? That's not too terrible. Let's go with that. Now, talking about the logging line, a few of you have mentioned in the comments, how about we take our logging trains, come down here, go up here, pick up this, wait for some of the lumber, and then take the lumber there and head back. However, this is what I was worried about. If we do that, we've then got to get from here back up and across, which means we're going to be crossing the main line. With a little shuttle service or shunting service, we're only moving backwards and forwards. We're not actually crossing too much of the track, only this way. And we're only going to cross it once there, as we're going to do that fancy thing over this side. So there we go. There we go. I don't think I'll quadruple track all of this just yet. We'll probably come back in after the junction for now, our freight trains. So if we head off here, as long as we stay over 50 for now, because that's all our trains can do, or our wagons, it matters not what the engine can do, because our wagons can't go much faster than that. Well, they can't go any faster, I should say. They're limited to 50 mile an hour. The next wagons we get, I believe they're 75. So given that, you can always keep your freight lines as old track like this. So we're technically not going to have any express freight. That's a little shame. Should we signal this up so we know what we're doing with it? There we go. Looks lovely. Beautiful. Now we've got to do this bit. This section, we have one that's heading off up towards our sawmill. We should be able to get it at 75. There we go. If we stay like that, we can... Oh, don't do that. Cost a small fortune. We can just go up there, because our second bit of track, that might even be smoother. Our second bit of track is going to stay straight and head over the top. Like I said, it's probably a little excessive. I don't mind. Do we need to head straight from there? That's probably a little too soon. If we go from there instead and then go straight, let's see how that works. Oh yeah, we've already got a bridge right there. So we can come down a little further. The beauty, even though a little expensive, of the new track laying is that it will undo the scenery. So if you do make a mistake, you can sort of undo it. Well, no, you can undo it, can't you? Right, will that give us what we need without being excessive? We go there. Will you give us a bridge? I hope you do. That's about right, isn't it? I think we're going to do it. I want you to go up there. You're beautiful. You're absolutely beautiful. In fact, you're probably a little high. We could start coming down now. It's a bit close, isn't it? A little bit. I don't mind it though. So we probably went just a touch too high. There is a way to get rid of these arches. We're going to go with that one. Because for future expansion, we might be able to increase that to 75. 70 might do us though. So we're going to put it there. And we're coming in up there. And we're going to make it a raised section. And we're going to come in like that. Nice and smooth. onto the main line. It's rather nice flyover, isn't it? I don't like this section though, so what we'll do instead is start this bit coming out along the track. Oh, you know, you might as well go this way to get a good connection, just so we can keep the speed up, really. That's all. Now, how will that look? Like so. Like that. Is that nice? Do we like it? We could sceneryify it as well. It doesn't look too bad of a slope, and it really doesn't matter because we're heading downhill. You don't need it like that. Just do that. Right, guys. We have a nice junction with a flyover. I like it. Now, if you're doing stuff and this happens, what you can actually do is add an extra bit of track and delete it, and it will move the feet along. So there you go. So if you ever get a bit of an issue where these are too close, that is all you've got to do. Okay, we're not done yet though. We still have some serious work to do, but it's looking better. I much prefer this layout. It's certainly going to help our throughput. Signals there. Who's having issues? It might just be a train that's having an issue because we've changed everything and it's forgotten what it was doing. Okay, we need some more signals, don't we? Does this work? No, you need a... Yes, it does. That does work. That should be absolutely fine. So we could get a couple more signals there, and we should be able to get a part-way signal, a blocking signal there and there. Just to keep things moving. That's probably a little close, isn't it, you plonker? Should have stayed zoomed out like that. Please tell me you didn't put the feet back. No, you didn't. There we go. I like that better. Now, for the other way, these are going to act as clearing signals. There and there. Now you can see how our route is going to operate. Our lilac trains here. I still haven't renamed it. Right. Bloomington. Minneapolis to Bloomington Freight. It is not. You'll be pleased, guys. I'm finally renaming it. Thank you for keep reminding me in the comments. My memory is getting worse. I'm sure it is. Grand Rapids. Done it. Are we happy now? There's probably something else I forgot too. Which train is having an issue? Train 1. What's up with you? No path. Why do you not... Oh yes, we haven't finished, have we, up here? All this does is go to a dead end. Now, the reason this is going to be like this is we're getting rid of this section just here, and instead we're going to be heading off via here, and so the only one that's crossing is this one. Technically, we could do something like this, providing it... Oh, it does look terrible, doesn't it? This is what I was worried about. That looks awful. Oh, look at it. Look at the state of that. I think this is because that's not straight. I'm going to rework it, guys. It's fine. We haven't done too much here. In fact, I'm going to rework all of this to make sure that our junction work is all done on a flat surface, which we can do via here because we know we're going flat just here. So if we stay nice and flat, heading up from here, there you go. Yeah, it was heading down. We might have a little bit of a slope going into the passenger station, but we don't really mind that. Now this should slide in, hopefully. If we can keep it at 50, that would be lovely. There we go. Get rid of that signal. Done. We'll put a new couple of signals just here protecting this crossover. And now, can we come across here without it looking too awful? We may need to adjust it slightly. We'll see. If we go in something like that, is it too bad? It's better, isn't it? We don't lose any speed either. It's better. I'll take that. It's not overly ugly, is it? No, it's okay. Right, we'll keep this flat. This is heading off that way. And then we need to do something like that to head over there. Oh, that's heading down, isn't it? Right. Delete all this as well, because that's all heading down. Get rid of all of this. We're going to redo it. We're beautifying. It's not costing us too much money, to be honest. This section here needs to also be straight and, well, not straight, flat. That's the word you're looking for, in order to make it not look terrible. There we go. Now, can we keep the speed up at the same time? We'd have to come out sooner, wouldn't we? That's fine, because we can do that now, because we're not part of the passenger service. We don't care how how early this one heads off. If we can get 75 and keep going round at 75, is that going to work? 75, 75. It's a bit wobbly at the end, isn't it? We might be able to tidy that all up. Okay, so we have that going. Now, will that go across and look better? We've done it. Because we want to keep our freight moving fast across junctions if they've got the possibility to do so. Freight is our big money earner. I think it's freight. So we're kind of prioritizing freight over passengers a little bit. And by keeping our passenger services out the way and on the middle section, we're going to knock these back. Make this nice and flat so that we've got a nice straight crossing as well. Keep that flat. Lovely. Right, rebuild this road, otherwise they're all going to complain. Like that. And since this is flat, do you know what we could do? We can knock that back a bit, knock that back a bit. We can give it a bit of a run up. Like so. Like that. And then like that. It's not the prettiest of things, is it? But it's okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. We can tidy it up a little bit. There we go. Now it doesn't look too bad. I know. Look, official episode. Some of you are probably wondering what on earth I'm talking about there. Can you believe that we're actually getting a complete overhaul to a major junction done in a single episode? I am overly pleased with myself. Just gonna say. There we go. We can get that connected. I think we're in. Look at that. The trains agree with us. How does this look? It doesn't look too bad. The ground there is actually deceiving. I'll just throw this all the way up. And we'll smooth it. It's a bit of a waste of money, but it makes it look not as nice as it should. There we go. Now it looks better. Is that better? I certainly prefer that. Now we could do a flyover here, but we're going to see how our trains operate just like this. We can get rid of these two signals in favour of the new ones. Might as well upgrade the signal into. I'll probably do the rest of the upgrades for the signals in between today's episode and the next one. Otherwise we've got a lot of replacing of signals to do. That's just a waste of time, isn't it? Get in there. No one wants to see me doing 1,000 million signals. Or you might, I don't know. It's sort of relaxing when you're doing it yourself. Because you don't do it very often, let's face it. And that's probably why there's no upgrade. I'm just being lazy. Right, that should be that. Those two are protecting that junction. These two are protecting this junction. We're still going to have trains waiting. But it should be a little bit better. Right. Now, can we fit two signals in here? Probably. One there. One there. And one there. We don't actually... we might mind. We'll work on that junction a bit later because we've got more freight and passengers that are going to branch off, because this becomes a branch then. Going to branch off that way and head up to Hibbing. Okay. Shall we see how that works? We're probably going to take a ride on it. We're missing some more signals, aren't we? Absolutely. We don't have any here either. Let's get some more signals in. I mean, I need to put the basic signals in. We've got the two there. We could probably have another one just there and just there as well. We could make them look pretty as well. That might be tempting. Put some painting tools to work. Like we could smooth this section off a little bit. We want the smoothing like that. I mean, it is a bit of an expense, but we can do it like so. And then if you go to your painting tools, we could have something like gravel, grass, scree. What's scree look like? Oh, that kind of looks cool. You can just do something like that if you wanted. So it looks like we built it on a bit of rock and roll. I couldn't help myself. We could reduce the strength and blend it in a touch like that. See? And then you can sort of blend it in. I like that. That makes me happy. We can blend that up. Go. How's that looking? You look terrible though. I like that. Get rid of this rock. Excessive, I know. You don't need to do any of that. We have it, guys. We have a crossover. Should we hit play? What do we think to our junction? Are we happy with it? We've got to see how it works. You might... No, you're good. It's like you might be a bit lost. We're probably going to have to redo him. No, okay. He was just on that track anyway. That's the last time you'll be using the passenger service. We have some rubbish signals down there. Well, rubbish is a bit harsh, isn't it? They're just semaphores. We do like semaphores, but I don't know what semaphores they actually are. This is 3 signals. Still don't have any gantries. 3 signals like that. The other 2 can be up there. Beautiful. Oh, that looks wonderful, doesn't it? There goes our logging train. No, that's our lumber train. It literally has lumber on the back. Oh, it's full. I forgot we did that. That's now operating at full capacity. So you're probably making a decent bit of cash now. Yeah, you were struggling quite a bit. I like it, guys. Right, how do you go over this section? What sort of speeds are we doing? 50 miles an hour. Beautiful. Are you holding anybody up? No, you're not. Oh, and we got... The timing is absolutely wonderful. Away he goes. Which is now in this block. But we don't have another train. That should just keep things flowing. A little better, I think. Certain train... Oh, we just missed that one coming down. Never mind. Are you operating at a decent speed? Full speed. Wonderful. How much? We've got to go and see how much the new locos would cost us. Because I'm thinking about putting a beefy train on the front of there. Either a Mikado or a 9000. A Class 9000 would be lovely. A Class 9000, however, would cost us 13 million to buy. So only one of them could have a Class 9000. The fact it does 60 miles an hour seems a bit excessive. It's probably better for us to put a Mikado on there instead of a double-headed... what do we got on there currently? I think it's double-headed 10-wheelers. Yeah. Double-headed 10-wheelers, which would be 748 times 2, so around 1500 brake horsepower. There you go. What about the tractive effort? It's going to have more tractive effort, but we shouldn't need to worry about that. That would only cost us 4 million. We can do it. Let's get Mikados on there instead. So when he gets up to here, we're going to send him into the depot. Well, technically, we could do it now, couldn't we? You go to the depot, you should find your way there. Let's accelerate time and get that changed. Then we'll have our Mikados heading our logging trains and we'll see what sort of profit they're making. I want to do it this way because I want to keep hold of the wagons because they're the right wagons on the back. The flatbed. Right, he's heading in. Want to get him in and out as soon as possible. And now that he's in there, we'll turn that to one way so he can't go back that way. Right, we need to pause this, modify our train. We're going to get rid of these 2. Just add a Mikado on. There we go. Price per vehicle. It's only going to cost us 3 million because we keep all the state cars. I think they're these ones, right? Black car with side stakes. That's what these are. Black car with side stakes. What's the other one called? Oh, great. They're both called the same thing. These are these, though. Well, they must be because these only do 31 miles an hour. Yeah, they're definitely those. Brilliant. Bit unfortunate they're called the same thing. But anyway, you get on there and then you're not looking at it. Get back onto that line. There we go. Now we have Mikados pulling our logging trains. What are you doing? Ah, you plonker. You're probably... What? What's up with you? Vehicles... Oh, you rubbish train. You were fine. You could have just vanished into there. Oh, I tell you what we could do. Because he's going to pull up to there. I've got an idea. Fear not. You're going to get past that switch and I'm going to flip you. because you're not behaving. I don't know why you're going that way. There's absolutely no reason. Done. Right. Head back. Oh my word. We have Ford Model 77 trucks. And we have an Alco HH600. Haha. Don't know what that noise was. Anyway, there goes our naughty train. We've got to do the same with the other one. You know what's going to get that Alco, don't you? Just hold on a second. We just replaced you, but it's okay. Don't duplicate it. We can still afford our login train if we take him the long way round. However, we're going to have to rebuild this. Diesel, you get on there. Cargo, 10 wasn't it? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that right? It only cost us a little less than $1 million. Capacity 144. I don't think it was 10 then. Did I put the wrong wagons on? Ooh, that was close, wasn't it? Don't put those on. I almost replaced them with that. We want gondolas. They've got a different capacity. That's why it didn't make sense. I think that's right. Yes. It's going to be cheaper. Well, I mean, it's going to struggle, I will say, but we don't care. You get on there. You're beautiful. Oh, there's so much going on. There's so much going on. There's our Alco. He's a proper shunter now, isn't he? I like him. There you go. You're getting all the stuff on. I might have messed up my... Yeah, we're going to need another one on there. We might need to double head him. A couple of shunters. Because you're not clearing that platform at all, are you? We could double head him and have a little bit more on there. You're going to struggle to get up to speed. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. I know I've just replaced it, but you need to be running at full speed. 2 of those, and then we'll put a bit more of these on. Should we say 156? Do it. Get on there. I know he's running empty at the moment. We could technically run back and get some more, but he's not keeping up, is he? Oh, you've overdone it. You've absolutely overdone it. Well, we'll see how that runs. We might need to extend this platform. In fact, let's do it. Let's give it a bit more on here. It doesn't really matter, but that will allow us to have more stuff on there without it vanishing. More stone. Okay, where's our other train? Are you the Mikado? Yeah, you're just picking up stuff. That's brilliant. Where's our next one? Are you heading back yet? Where are you? You've only just dropped off. Are you double-head? Yeah, you're the double-headed one. Now, for comparison, it only costs us 3 million to replace it. If we do this the other way, which is via managed vehicle, and replace this one this way, same thing. It'll be exactly the same size with 16 carriages on the back. We should be, what, 100 and something? Can't remember. What is it? 192. That's even more. 192 would cost us 9 million to replace this one. But because we're keeping the carriages, or the wagons on the back. Oh, should we do it? How does this look? Did I manage to do it pretty? Oh my word. I'm happy with it. I am super happy. Not happy with the shadowing. How can you not look? I don't know. Leave it alone. This is beautiful though. Apart from the stuff out of my control. It's beautiful. And it's so smooth. There we go. We've got a green. The other two are on red. These are clearing signals because they're not going to block anything behind them. So we can have them short from the junction regardless of whether the trains are longer. They just mean that the train, if there's any trains waiting behind them, once these start moving, they get cleared sooner, which keeps everything flowing. Anyway, there you go. We're off the main line. Well, we're on the main line, but we're off the passenger main line. So they don't interfere with us, and we don't interfere with them, which is absolutely perfect. And there's the barriers are down. You are going to the depot though. Let's not forget, we'll do that, and that'll be a good place to end it. Oh, do you know what I've done? I've set that to one way. No, 2 way. Now we can send you to the depot. It's all go. It's all go. Get to the depot. I would say that's been a productive episode today. We're not done. We've still got this train to change. I will put a signal here temporarily to make sure he's not naughty when he comes out the depot. Get in there quicker. Thank you. Right, let's pause that. We're going to put a temporary signal right there. One way, yes. Do not go onto the line like that. Let's configure it. We'll get rid of these two, and then we'll get our Mikado on the front, and we'll replace that, and we'll put you on that line, and that should be that. I might just keep that there. No, because our other trains need to be on there, don't they? Get past that switch. Yeah. Right. Chiff, I don't know what that was all about. He had a panic and jumped forward. Alright, guys. We've replaced our logging trains. We'll see how much profit they make when we come back. We've got a much better junction, which means, I think what we can think about now, grain. How about this for a journey? We've also, when we come back, we've got to do this. I think that's a good next episode. Extend our passenger service up to Bloomington. It also gives us more tools to drop off. Should we feel that's necessary? Which we do, because we want to make even more money. Do we use this section? We could have freight bypass here. That would sort of work with our setup. What else could we do? That would be good, because I think most of our time is going to be spent extending this up to Hibbing as well, which would give us this junction here. This is a bit of a climb. We'll say that. Goes up quite a bit. From here, we're going to be at about 5 meters-ish. By the time we get all the way up to Hibbing, we're going to be at about 90 meters. So yeah, it's a long climb, which might mean big boy territory, or even a 9,000. Because our 9,000s are pricey. I mean, it might even be worth putting 9,000s on these. I'm yet to decide. All these, it's been suggested that these could handle the 9,000s. The only thing I have with it is that they do over 50 miles an hour, and that is a bit pointless at the moment. The 9,000s might come into service later when we have our wagons that can do 75. I don't know when that will be though. I can't remember. But yeah, that's an idea for that. But this junction, I'm just going to say, is looking rather splendid. We could sit under here. That looks beautiful. Could we sit just there? Alright guys, have I forgot anything? How's our trams doing? Our trams are not keeping up. Okay, we need more trams. They're absolutely chock-a-block. Get another one on there. This is beautiful. How much money are you making me? You're making me 50k on a tram. That's unbelievable. Yeah, you're not keeping up. That's fine. That's fine. We can fit plenty more trams on there. It's still that same issue. Let's not go crazy though. Hopefully we'll be fine until the end of next episode, and then we can keep an eye on it. Oh, we missed a bit of junction action. All our trains are leaving us. Oh, that's sad. We could get on board this one and go over it again, and we'll leave this as our finishing screenshot. Screenshot? That's not what it is. Cab ride. There we go. A little bit of a cab ride over the flyover. That has been our 9th episode. I've got to figure out how to do 10 digits on the 10 digits, 2 digits for our numbering on our episodes of thumbnails. That's the word you're looking for, thumbnail. Thanks for watching, guys. We got a lot done, and that's going to push us forward when we come back, because it's going to be grain all the way up to Hibbing, extending our main line possibly in both directions, down to Bloomington and up to Hibbing with the passenger services, which means we'll probably need a few more passenger trains as well. We had money though. Things are looking good. We're going to check how much everything is making us. I don't know when it'll be. I'll try and get one up as soon as possible. But I enjoyed that. The junction work certainly went well. And I'll leave you with it. Over the flyover. And until then, take care.